If Twitter is live now. All right. Question is, how do I do live on YouTube and send it over? This is fun. I scheduled stuff before, but I don't think I ever like. Go. Is it go live? Is that it? Is that it? Manage. Is it live now? No. The craziest part is like, what if your back button doesn't work? Man, multi-life, it's fun, but at the same time, I don't know if it's working. That's the hardest part. That manage. I don't know if it's working. Yeah. Okay. So Twitter doesn't allow you to stream right away. Twitter like, oh, you schedule it, you still have to wait. Jesus. I mean, it's 3:30. I want to start now. I want to start now. And also, why is my there you go. So my YouTube is live now. At least my YouTube is at least live now. Also, this thing, I just don't want to like wait until 3:30 for my stuff to go live. Should I just create like a new? Maybe I should just create like a new broadcast right away. So I can go live right away. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, people like my stuff. People like my stuff. People like my stuff. I have one viewer here. That's probably myself. Hopefully, if it's not myself, drop by and say hi. This is a review of this guy. Oh man, the blur is too much. The reason why I want to blur it because you can look into my bedroom and my dog is like sleeping on my bed. If I close my bedroom door, I feel bad. Like he just can't see anything. I can't even turn it off. I can't even turn it off. And I just heard something like fell down. But yeah, this is SSL2. I'm just blurring the stuff. SSL2. I wish I said like SSL2. Yes, this is SSL2. You can finally see it. This is cray. All right, I think I'm just gonna delete whatever that I did before, and hopefully I don't have to start. I'm just gonna delete my tweet, and then I can start. And then I can start it again. This is cray. All right, I think I'm just gonna delete whatever that I. Oh shit! I can hear myself. There you go. Do you want to delete broadcast? Can it be undone? No. Yes. Create broadcast. What is source? My source is OBS stream. Okay. Yes, there you go. This is okay. Comedy. First of all, it's comedy for sure. Can I? It's just one category. Is it comedy? Am I comedy? Do you think I'm comedy? Maybe tech. Yeah, technology is fine. All right. Create a broadcast. Am I live? Am I comedy? Do you think I'm comedy? I think I'm live. The question is, how do I know that I'm live? Do I have to go Twitter and see if I'm live? Sorry guys, I've never done this before. And go live here, right? It's going live. I'm live everywhere. I wish I have people there to see if I'm live on everywhere. And also, how do I know I'm live on Twitter? Does it show me? Do I have to go to my is it like a separate thing? Is it in live cut? This is the first time I'm people there doing this. And also, how do I know I'm live on? Yo, to all the users. Oh wait, you have a podcast now? Yo, this is the first time I you probably see me like not not gaming. All right, let's see. You want to okay for starting a podcast like to all the users places. Okay, so there are a couple places you can do. Uh, so so I have like my I should do a notepad on there, but Dallas Fire. Now I'm answering questions. So there are a couple ways that you can do it. That's a platform called Buzzsprout. There are a couple platforms. Buzzsprout is one of them. Simplecast is one of them. And then Captivate is one of them. Omni Studio is one of them. Megaphone is one of them. One of them. So those platforms are very easy. Captivate, it's a SSL2. Guilty Justice. SSL2 is a gear. It's an audio interface that you plug your microphone in and your headphones in, so you can record stuff. By the way, that was fine. Going back to your questions. So Captivate, I think it's the up and coming now, other than megaphones. So what happened is after you edit them, after you put intros, after you put outros, however you want to edit them, you put them together, and then it's okay, it's magic, yeah. And I'm not gonna ignore you. I'm never gonna ignore you. You're like one of my viewers, and you actually comes on like all the time, which is amazing. I wish I have like more of those viewers. So Captivate is what we call a podcast hosting platform. So what happened is once you're done editing them, you upload to, let's say, Captivate, right? And then you schedule where you want to go. When you want to go and stuff like that. And at the same time, you can, at the same time you have to make sure you go to Apple Connect, Apple Connect to Apple Connect to submit your feed and stuff like that. For the podcast, Apple Podcast Connect. I should know this, So you sign in and all that stuff, and then you subscribe. Once you do one episode as a trailer, make sure you do a trailer. Dallas Fire. I know you have recorded 6 episodes. Make sure you do a trailer. So trailer is like the first thing that people saw the first thing that people listen to when they go to your podcast. They listen to your podcast. They get how it is. What is your podcast about? They get the feel of your podcast. They get the vibe of the podcast. Once you've done that, you upload it to Captivate or Megaphone. Let me I think it's called Megaphone.fm. Yeah, Megaphone is by Spotify, by the way. So one of those platform, you upload your trailer and then you submit it to Apple Podcast Connect. Make sure you create an Apple Podcast Connect account. It's just your Apple ID, and then you just submit your feed. Within 24 hours, usually they will manage to like grab your feed and then populate it in their program or their platform or whatever you want to call it. Then you can slowly schedule your first episode, second episode, third episode, fourth episode, and fifth episode. Me, I'm a big fan of having a website. So once you do all the episodes, schedule it. In the meantime, make sure you build a website for your podcast as well, and then have a newsletter. So every time you drop a new episodes, you can send out to your listener, tell like, hey, you have new episodes down. Also, when you when you're editing the podcast, editing the episodes, even though you don't have an advertiser or any ads right now, make sure you find a middle point or a good break point. Drop in a sting. It's like it's like a seconds or 3 seconds music or sound bite, whatever you want to call it. And that's sort of like say, hey, we're taking a break. If you have an ad, then you add you insert your ads. If you don't have an ad, just leave it there, because once you have ads, you do want to go back to your old episodes and then start re-editing everything again and re-upload it again. So always think ahead. Right now, even though you don't have episodes, I would say put like 1 or 2 mid-roll point if you want to, because it depends how you want to run your ads. You could be running one mid-roll at maybe like 17 minutes, and then another mid-roll at like 45 minutes, and then your episodes end at 60 minutes. So people only get one ad at once rather than 2-3 ads at once. So, but yeah, let me see if I have anything. I heard that something pop, but I wonder if it's for myself. Okay, I guess I have no idea where did the pop come from. By the way, right now I'm doing split screen. As you can see, I have like my browser on the right hand side, and then I also want to showcase squadcast.fm. Dallas Fire, I don't know how you record your podcast, and Guilty Justice. I don't know. If you want to start a podcast, you should just talk about Lost Ark all the time, and then tell me, I have to go back and start playing Lost Ark again, even though I haven't played any game for a long time. But yeah, so I just want to showcase this is Squadcast, and then I have like on Squadcast, I also I can invite people to backstage, or if you want to come on, I can invite you to come on, and then we can chat here. And yeah, that's the fun thing about Squadcast. Also, before we going anything else, I want to sort of plug this, because my friend begged me to plug it. No, he didn't beg me to plug it. By the way, so if you want to learn, coding, right? And then you don't know where to start, check out codedex.io. So it's codedex.io. They literally just started maybe 3 months ago, and then I'm honored and I'm happy that I signed up to one of their class, and then they gave me the tour, and then I learned how to code in Python just on this website. So it's pretty cool website. It's pretty gamified. So every time you finish something, let's say data type, you do all this crazy code, you complete, there's a crazy confetti, and then you might get a patch. You might get a batch here and there. They literally just started a couple months ago, and the cool thing that I like, once I started learning Python, sometimes I don't code too much. Sometimes I forgot what to code and stuff like that. So I can go to their project tab. They have like 5 projects. I'm like, oh shit, I want to learn how to generate QR code with Python. And this guy, I think it's like pretty younger. I think it's like 16 or 17 years old, that wrote not the course, but wrote the workshop. Click on it. There's introductions, QR code, and all that stuff. If you're a coder, you already learned how to do all this thing. You're like, hey, I want to do something on the side just to brush up my Python languages. You can go to the project, and then you can just do any of this. But if you just want to try to get into coding, yeah, you can subscribe to them, or sign up to one of their classes. Make sure check them out, codedex.io. My friend Sunny is going to be really happy. And yeah, give them a shout. Anyway, also nerdpity.com. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm here to do. It's pretty much I need to open this. This is SSL2. You probably can't see it because I have a crazy thing going on, because my dog just look at me really like, what am I doing? Talking to myself. He's very worried that he don't understand that why am I talking to myself. It's like, what's going on? Damien! Hi, come here! Hi! I'm fine. You're not going up. This is my dog. I don't know if you can see. Damien! Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hi. 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 Damien, sit. Good boy. Damien, pop. Good boy. Down. Good boy. Sorry, my friend, my dog just oh, now he left. Oh, now he left. He can't decide where he want to go. Anyway, let's get back to it. Trying to open this up. SSL2, it's one of my favorite audio interface so far. I know I did Focusrite Vocaster last week or 2 weeks ago. That was really good. And they are really new. They just came out like they just literally just came out a month ago or two ago. And then I like their form factor. They are really, really, really compact. They are light. And if you go to nutpd.com, if you just type in Focusrite, or if you just follow me at JL_07, it's right here. Literally, I just pin it. This is right here. Anyway, so I just open up. Maybe I should just tell more people that I'm live right now, so people will come and see me. Also, it's Friday. I get it. It's Friday. No one wants to do anything on Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Anyway, this should be a pretty quick one because I already use this forever. I use this since the lockdown. They even wrote an article about me in podcasting. Anyway, let's take this bad boy out. So this is the SSL2. It's new because I have like 2 of them because I love them so much. Maybe I should give this out to someone else because I'm not using it. I like to have like multiple gear of the same gear because I mainly want a backup. I have 3 mouse, 2 of them that I'm not using it, and then I have 3 different trackball because hey, in case one of them broke, I need something, right? And Lord and behold, here's the SSL2. Da-da-da! This is SSL2. Man, the blur effect's really, really strong, huh? Jesus. All right. Let me see if I can turn off the blur effect. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. You might not see my face because you're not seeing my face. Let me see. Let me change this to 4K. Okay. All right. So you get to see all my background and you get to see my dog if you want to. So this is SSL2. It's not too big. It also come with a USB. This is one thing that I really like compared to SSL2 compared to Vocaster is SSL2 actually come with a USB-C to USB-C, right? So if you have a MacBook Pro, have a MacBook, you don't have to actually buy a dongle for it or USB-C to USB-A dongle for it. And it also comes with a USB-C to USB-A just in case you need them. They think of everything. All right, let's toss it on the ground. Hopefully my dog doesn't come and bite it, doesn't come and chew on it. And all right, this is the SSL2. And the reason why I bring up the NutPD is because I'm doing live review and I also want to write down how I feel about it. So this is the cool thing is we just have an update on notepad.com as well. They can generate your cover image for you using AI. So it's not like they look for anything on on the internet and then just put it in there. They're literally generated using AI. All right, let's do this. SSL2 USB audio interface live review. Let me see what covered image they're gonna show. This current image. Okay. SSL2. I don't know if they know SSL2 audio interface review style. Let's do concept art. Okay, let's see what it's generate. The suspend. Holy shit balls. What? Why? What? This is not SSL2. I'm pretty sure they don't know what's SSL2. Let's do photo. Let's do photo. I have 9 more to generate anyway. Aha! Look at this. What is this? This is SSL2 for sure. But it's not what it is. I'm just gonna do generic audio interface review. Oh wait, what? I can't. No, I don't want this image. Okay. Audio interface with microphone. Yeah. Let's do photo. Generation image. Does AI know what is audio interface? Nope, AI doesn't know what is audio interface. Recorder. Audio recorder with microphone. I knew this is gonna be hard. It's fine. I'm just gonna use this. I will change something else. Anyway, all right. Let's look at SSL2 really quickly. So the difference between SSL2 and the Vocaster is apparently they use a recycled plastic and anything recycled. That's why they're so light. They feel so plasticky. But oh, am I broken? I'm broken. But can do multi-stream? Oh, I can't see. All right. But SSL2 is a little bit heavier because if you don't know, SSL2 is actually, it's called solid state logic, and it's actually a legendary audio manufacturer. So they've been around forever. They are from the UK. They are a British company, and they manufacture a lot of big audio console. Like, Jay-Z has used them. Snoop Dogg has used them. I don't think Beatles has used them. I think they came out a little bit after Beatles. So like Jimi Hendrix used them. So a lot of the big artists use them. So this is their first. Like, they never have an audio interface before. I would say this is their first ever audio interface. They came out in 2020 or 2019, 2020 during the lockdown time. Also, being the first time building an audio interface, this thing is pretty solid. It's solid. So obviously, the faceplate is plastic as well, but you have a premium feel to the plastic. It's like you're touching some high-end plastic or something. I mean, on the other hand, you're like, hey, it's plastic. You're killing the planet, but at the same time, you feel premium because that's what SSL like to give. I'm just gonna show this. Is it compatible with Codedex? If you didn't see it, yes, Codedex right here. It's definitely compatible with Codedex. You just missed my whole 5 hours of me talking about Codedex, dude. Also, yeah, welcome, Mike. Welcome. If you want to join, I have a link here. You want to join me up here? You want to join me up here and we talk shit, But like, I think I can see you if you come up here. But But yeah, so it's like you touching something that's really premium. It's like, you know, you're buying a ring and something for your fiance or wife. You know, this is the equal. This is the equivalent of that. Let me. So gonna leave. Oh my God, you have to leave in a few minutes. Come on, Mike. It's a few minutes. You have a few minutes. Few minutes have each minute has 60 seconds. Anyway, and all right. Aesthetic. I always forgot how to spell aesthetic. Faceplate. I'm just gonna put faceplate. I'm gonna re-edit everything anyway. Okay. So faceplate, premium plastic. To be honest, it almost felt like metal a little bit, but I know it's not metal. I can tell it's not metal. Yeah, and also the knob felt the button felt really good. Actually, no, the button doesn't. All right, I'll take this back. The button doesn't feel good. Aesthetic, yes. Look at my smart friend right there. Wait, no, it's you spelled it wrong. See, look at this. Look at this red line, dude. Look at this red line. You spelled it wrong. It's you left out an E after the A. Yeah, see, she get it right. She get it right. You guys are smart people. You guys are smart people. To be honest, I thought it started. I thought it spelled with E. Aesthetic. By the way, good. Oh yeah. After I pointed out. After she pointed out, dude. After she pointed out. You're on mobile. Oh. Autocorrect, man. I don't know if you have the new iPhone or if you have the new iPhone OS. I heard that the autocorrect on the new iPhone OS like sucks. For some reason, they changed their software. So their new iOS, their new autocorrect sucks. I have their new iPhone though, but yo, Android. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Android is a good it's a good good phone. Just to tease it a little bit. I'm starting a podcast. It's called It Just Doesn't Make Sense. I want to make it to It Just Doesn't Fucking Make Sense, but you can't curse. So you can have like F word or profanity word in on the title. So one of the episodes I will be talking about Android phone. Like how is it doesn't make sense that Android always make fun of Apple, but at the same time they are following Android footstep. Like the dynamic island on iPhone 14. Like it's one of the most useless things that I haven't seen in the past couple years on like an iPhone thing. Somehow a week later, some Android developer developed an app just for that dynamic island on for Android. Whoa. I mean, there's pro and cons between Android and Apple. They both have their goods, Android is cheap, Apple felt premium, and Apple used by a lot of bros. Well, you can curse. Doesn't fucking care. I mean, this doesn't. Yeah, this is live. No one has watching me yet. Everyone's like, it's like 3:00 on Friday, so no one cares. But yeah, I mean, I remember there's an ad where Android or Samsung make fun of Apple, like, oh, boo hoo, you guys don't have a headphone jack anymore. Look at me, I can plug in my headphone jack. Blah blah blah. Fast forward 2 years later, they came out with a phone without a headphone jack, and you can't find the app commercial anywhere anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's why I did. I actually just leased the phone, so like I have the Apple upgrade program, so I pay like $75 a month for a year, and then I'll just upgrade to the new one. The new one comes out, but like, oh wait, really? Yeah, I think they had the. Wait, what do you have? Do you have a Google Pixel? I'm pretty sure I have Google Pixel if you don't have a Samsung. I think LG do LG have phone anymore? I don't remember. If you're on Android but you're not on Samsung, pretty sure you're on Pixel. I don't know who else make Android thing anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to LG. LG used to be really, really good, but I don't think they make any phone anymore. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's why I have you guys here, right? So it's to feel that time, to feel the air, to feel air. Anyway, the aesthetic feel very premium, and compared to a lot of other. This is a new tech. Don't hate on this. This is my favorite new tech so far. So the button doesn't feel as good. SSL always has the issue. They can never get their button down. Bad button feel, because I don't know why. I just don't know why they can't get their button down. Like, it's when you press on it, doesn't feel like anything is pressing. You know, it's like you can hear it. It's such a bad like button sound. Like a good button sound would like let's say I have this freaking PS4. See, this is how a good button should sound. You know, it's like when you press it, you know you're already pressing it. Yes, good button sounds are very important, because you want to know if you're pressing it. Because a lot of time when you use all this thing, like all this audio interface, for me at least, I use it blindly. So like I don't look at it and then I adjust it. I actually just feel it. I just feel it on my bone. I'm like, okay, now I felt like I press it. You know, they felt so bad. I mean, come on, SSL, you're a multi-million dollars company. You make a console that costs $500,000, $500,000. Like, why can't you just get the button right? Jesus. Anyway, the other thing that I really like about this SSL2 is, look at how big the button is. No, the knob. Look at how big the knob is. Look at how colorful the knob is. Look at this. You have blue. And if we were just talking about Apple, and I just got a notifications on my phone, Apple Card just charged me $1.60. Just charged me $1.60 for some reason. Anyway, yeah, look at how colorful this button is, right? You know where, how to, what color each button do. Like a lot of the audio interface right now, they are either all the same color knob or all the same color button. You just never know what do what until you look at it. This is like, I can glimpse at it. I'm like, okay, I'm just turning the big knob. I'm just turning the monitor. Oh, I'm just turning the headphones. Oh, I'm just turning the channel 1 and channel 2. All right. So, aesthetic. Premium plastic, bad buttons feel, good knob, aesthetic. Now I know how to spell it. Yeah. So, I have to say though, so last week or 2 weeks ago, I did the review for Vocaster. I like the way their knob felt better. Like this has a little bit of resistance, but the resistance is not too high. Like I can easily bump it and I'm like, shit, I just adjusted like 2-3 dB. Yeah. Must have nice feel and look. You're not wrong. Like it has to click. That's why it's called a button. A button click. You need the button click. What happens if the button doesn't click? It breaks. And the button doesn't click, it's dead. It's just like yeah. But yeah, the knob felt the knob could felt a little bit better. However, I do okay. Also, the other thing that I don't know if you guys can see, the labeling. The labeling is very important. Labeling is very important. You see this guy, 0 to 11. It's not to 10. It's to 11. What's louder than 10? When you go to like any preamp or any amp or any amplifier, you push all the way up. It's like, 10. That's the loudest. On SSL, right? It goes to 11. Like it's one more than 10. It go to 11. See, what's more than 10? 11. You get extra loud. It's crazy. 11, not just 10. 11. And the craziest thing is the start at 0. So 0 to 11. Not like US system. Like in UK, you have ground floor and first floor. In US, you just have first floor. This is lobby. Anyway, anyway, all right. Good knob static and color. I like that's very important. And color. And then and big knob goes to 11. It's valid. 11. You know, some of you might ask, why just don't make the 10 like 11? They just name it 10. But no, this is 11. 11. Anyway, all right. So the aesthetic is great, and also like any other like the Vocaster, and I think this is how all the audio interface should be. It should, rather than like a square box, it should have a 45 degrees slanted, right? The the benefit of that is that you can actually, you know, it feels good, right? It feels good, and then you don't have to like look from top down if you want to glimpse at the the interface or the knob. You can just look straight and you're like, okay, this is, I know what I need to adjust. And the labeling, man, the labeling is very important. A lot of the audio interface, they just stop labeling the equipment, which is annoying because you never know how loud you'll be. So if I'm doing a remote recording with my client, right, and I'm like, hey James, can you bring up 2 dB? Like, how would he know that it's 2 dB without the label, right? So with the label, I'm like, hey, bring up 2 dot, bring up 2 dB. Usually 1 dot is 1 dB. So it's very, very important to have label that, you know, that all the audio interface manufacturers should implement again. Good labeling. All right, this should be a quick one because like this is such a simple audio interface, and also this is I would say this is a pure analog interface in terms of like with Vocaster, you have to use their software if you want to change some settings. You have to download their driver if you have to change any settings. On SSL2, yeah, you have to download the driver just like any other audio interfaces, any other devices that you install on your computer. But you don't have to go into another layer of software just to adjust one thing or adjust two things. So that's why I like this interface so much, is because what you see on here, it's what you get. So James has, my client James, he has the exact same audio interface as mine. So rather than be like, hey, can you go into the software and make sure this is on, and then make sure you turn this up to where blah blah blah, I can just be like, hey James, you're a little bit too soft, turn your red knob up maybe 1 dB or 2 dB, or maybe down 1 dB or 2 dB. Or like, hey, or James like, hey, my speaker is not working, do you turn up your blue knob? And then he's like, okay, you have to turn up my blue knob, and it goes to 11. So this is great. Also, I don't know if this is a features on Vocaster. I'll explain it in a bit. But in Vocaster, direct monitoring, it's constantly on, so you constantly hear yourself back, no matter what you do. On here, you have the options to adjust your direct monitoring. Direct monitoring means whatever. So from my microphone is going to the device, and then the device will feed back into my headphones right away without going through software or whatever. So it's internal processing a little bit. So with direct monitoring, sometimes you just want to hear yourself. You want to make sure you don't screw up, or make sure your audio sounds fine or stuff like that. And then you can also turn it half and half. You can hear yourself and hear the computer at the same time, or you can just turn all the way. Just listen to your computer if you want to. So right now I'm having half and half. Like you guys can hear a difference over there. For me, like I can hear a difference on my end because I can actually hear myself right now. Cool. Let me see. I would say features. I put it as features for now because this can be moved, so I can move however I want to. I'm gonna rewrite this anyway. I just want to write down my first impressions. Okay. Adjustable direct monitoring. Oh, by the way, gives you justice. I started playing WoW again. Play the classic WoW. I'm one of those people now. Just play WoW all the time. Cool. Anyway, let's see. Let's go to the next one. So, yeah. You play WoW for like 20 minutes? What happened? What happened after 20 minutes? You just stop playing? And all right. So, all right. Let's look at the connectivity of this SSL2 connectivity. Man, Maple Story? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean Maple Story is different. Maple Story you get the feedback right away. Wow, it's like you stand there and then they have to roll. It's like rolling a dice. Maybe you'll miss, maybe you'll hit. Who knows? It's like literally Dungeon and Dragon, but in WoW. Also, like WoW came so much earlier than came out so much earlier than Maple Story. So yeah, it felt awful. I joined because like my friend is like, yeah, I'm playing this now. Come join me. And I'm like, okay, sure. Anyway, Lost Ark just came out a couple months ago. Of course, still good. Anyway, let's look at the connectivity on the SSL2. So, it's I mean, yeah, like I said, this is a very analog audio interface. You don't have a lot of things here, but you have the essential. You have the USB-C right there. You have one USB-C. Two, this is what I like about this audio interface. Two combo audio inputs. What I mean by combo, so it has XLR for microphone, and then you see how there's like a big hole in the middle. So that's for quarter inch for maybe for your guitars, for let's say if you're running another devices into another channel 2 from your computer, that works too. So you don't only you can you can use it with your microphone, and at the same time you can use it with a guitar if you want to like have a podcast about singing and talking at the same time. You can do that, playing a guitar and singing at the same time, talking at the same time. So also 2 speaker out and 1 headphone out. I wish the headphones out is like Vocaster though in the front, but they put it in the back. I guess they want to keep everything in the back. So basically they want this to be one of those audio interface that you just keep at home and you just don't bring it anywhere. I mean, I'll probably bring it everywhere. So 1 USB 3, 2 XLR quarter inch combo, a pair of speaker out. It's quarter inch as well, so it's a balance output, and a headphones out, which is good. Like I said, like I love this so much. Okay, let's look at more knobs and button. So, all right, SSL. One button that I'm excited the most about, it's, I don't know if you can see this button right here. It's a shitty button, but it says 4K. It actually changed the sound. So the 4K, it's sort of emulate a little bit of history about SSL's SSL has console called AWS or 6000J or something like that. It's a huge mixing console that used by Jay-Z and some other legendary artists. So that on the desk itself, it had 4K is SSL 4K is a model of their console. It's been around for forever. Let me see how much it costs. So let's see. SSL 4K console. Oh, wait, no. This is not. Is that? This is the one. Oh, Shit. Oh wait, did that? Oh, so it's not that expensive. It's only what? Only $42,000. Wow. Wait, what? It's only $42,000. It's only for 42,000. Well, who use it? Is it in good conditions though? Look at this. Yeah, so SSL 4000 is one of their console. Is it a vintage one? I don't think it's a vintage one. Vintage. Oh, I suck at spelling. Vintage. Let me see. Do they have it there? They don't have it anymore. 16 bus. They didn't say what is this. Is this duality? I don't think I've seen this before. It's 4,000. So Origin. I don't think I've seen Origin before. This is, dude, museum antique. I mean, it's museum antique by now, but man, I used to love this. I used to love this console. It's like have you seen one of those music videos, like artists sitting in front of like a big desk with a lot of knobs and shit like that? So this is essentially one of those. 4,000 price. It's almost look at this. It's only cost $200,000, but this is Wonder Audio, 60 channel. It's Wonder Audio. It's only $200,000. You know, do they have 4,000G? They don't have 4,000 anymore. That sucks. Only 45,000. Anyone can afford it, you know. So it's like inflation doesn't really matter. People can afford all those shit. But anyway, there's a reason why I have 0 viewers. Anyway, okay. So where was I? So I talk about the 4K. The 4K button is actually, you can hear the difference. So right now I have 4K. I have 4K. Sorry, I have 4K. I have 4K button engaged right now. So I'm going to take it off. So I'm talking. And you can hear that my voice sort of just dip a little bit. Like the high end is just gone. Like the high end or like the mid-range is just gone. But let's say if I'm keep talking, I have bacon, egg, and cheese, and all of a sudden you can hear my voice sort of clearer. Like my I wouldn't say nasal, but you can hear my sibilants a little bit better. So that's what the 4K button does. So it brighten up your voice. It's actually like add some sort of harmony distortion into a mid range and a higher range, around 2K to 4K area. That's why and you know, it brighten up your voice a little bit better. I do wish that it has a low pass filter here though. Okay, so I would say that's a feature. 4K button. All right. Also, what else do they have? Let's look at what else do they have. So it's very, very simple. Very, very simple audio interface. And man, labeling is so important, man. Good labeling. Like I just keep looking at this. I'm like, oh, and I know what everything does here. And you know, compared to like some other audio interface, like I have no freaking idea what it does. Okay, so like any audio interface, it also have a phantom power. Also, actually, the microphone that I'm using right now, it's a new microphone. That's why it looks so small. It looks so different than how I used to. It has phantom power. Oh, also because I think they build this with musicians in mind as well. So you can plug in your guitar and stuff like that if you want to, or your loop pedal if you're the type of podcaster that you want to record while using your loop pedal. Just keep talking about the same thing, and then you just keep talking about the same thing. But yeah, so you can plug it in. So that's a line button, where you can tell your audio interface is actually a line and not a mic. And then you have a high Z. High Z is high impedance. High impedance for like electric guitars. It will change how it sounds. So line and high Z button. Button. Also, I just love that the driver on this guy is so stable. I've been using for 2 years now. I haven't had any issue with this. With like older interface, I have like Fireface, RME Fireface, or actually Antelope. It just sucks because like every couple months I'm like, oh shit, nothing's working. I have to reinstall the driver, redo everything again. Anyway, but yeah, so I would say another features. So we have the adjusted dark monitoring or analog signal, which is great, and yeah, that's it. This is literally how easy the console is, the audio interface is. The less I have to say about audio interface, the easier it is to use. To be honest, like, do you really need something that does fancy thing? Do you? You probably don't. Do you need audio interface with one button only that control everything? Like, heck, I can't even keep track of like what my phone does. Like, I don't want to keep track of one button do anything, But yeah, so this is a quick raw audio face live review using nerdpd.com. Earlier we talked about Codedex. So if you want to, learn how to code, go to codedex.io and you learn how to code. And I will put this, on Notepad, and I will share it on Twitter, and hopefully it will be a good one. And then if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my Twitter and on my Instagram. Anyway, have a good one. Guilty Justice. I will see you on Lost Ark or WoW or something at some point. All right, GG.